Stop there. Yes, I'm talking to you. Right. So if you are a student and you want to write JAMB, WAEC, NECO, and other international exam that test students on calculus, this video is for you. Right. In today's calculus tutorial, I will be explaining how to find the derivation of some basic functions in calculus. And the question says, if y is equal to 3x to the power of 4 minus 3 exponential x plus 3 over 4 in x plus 2 cos x, find y prime. Find what? Y prime. So, of course, I will take it one by one and I will give concise and good brief explanation on each of these functions. All right, so you look at the board. Uh, for example, if we are given y is equals to x to the power of n. Now, if you are asked to calculate the derivative of x, of y rather, the derivative of y can be written as the y was dx. This is correct. Or it can be written as y prime. This means y prime, and it means differentiate y with respect to x. Did you understand? All right, sometimes it can be like this. If f of y is equals to x to the power of n, right? You can also divide to find what? F prime of what? Of y. It's still the same thing as the y, the what? The x, right? All right, so understand. So when you see this, it simply means the y, the x. So that is what I'm trying to show you right there. All right, so we'll start with the first one. So this is y is equal to 3x to the power of 4. Now, if you want to differentiate y with respect to x or the y dx, now to do this, pay attention. Pay attention. You are going to start. What is the power here? 4, right? You are going to bring the 4 down. Then you multiply the 4 with what? 3. The 3 down here, don't touch it. Then x. Now, this 4 here, you are going to remove 1 like this. 4 minus 1. Do you understand? The power, bring it down, multiply it by the function again, then the power here, you take away 1. So 4 multiplied by 3 is what? 12. X, then 4 minus 1 will give 3. You have solved that question like that. Did you understand? Right. So that's how you do it. This is called algebraic function, the differentiation of algebraic function. But what about if I have y is equal to x to the power of 5? How do you solve that? What is the power of x here? That's 5. Then there's no number here. That's x to the power of 5 minus 1. That is what? 5x. 5 minus 1 will give what? 4. That is all about differentiation. So we have been hearing the word differentiation. If it is an algebraic function, this is how you perform the differentiation. So take note, when I get here, I'm going to use this. Where is it? Yes, this to answer this. All right, let's move on to the next function. Let's explain the next function. All right, the next function is exponential function. If you are to differentiate any exponential function, exponential x is the same thing as what? Exponential x. So the exponential function always remain the same. However, if y is equal to exponential 2x, and I ask you to find the derivative of exponential 2x, what you do is you differentiate the algebraic power. So if I say differentiate 2x, 2x is equal to what? 2, because here is what? 1. 1 times 2, you get 2. Then x 1 minus 1, that is 2x. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. Now x raised to power 0 is what? 1. That is 2 times 1, that is equal to what? 2. So when you differentiate the 2x, write it as what? 2. Then you write the exponential down, exponential 2x. So that's how you differentiate exponential function, right? But if you look at the question on the board here, uh, we have y is equal to as 3 exponential x. Now, the algebraic function here is what? X. So I'm going to differentiate x. So if I differentiate x, x means x raised to power 1. Yeah, I'll bring the 1 here. Do you understand? That is 1x. Then this one, 1 minus 1. That is 1x to the power what? 0. So 1 multiplied by x to the power of 0 is what? 1. 1 times 1 is what? 1. So it means that if I differentiate this power here, which is an algebraic function, is 1. I'll use that 1 to multiply 3. So it becomes y is equal to what? 3. Then write the what? 3. Then write the exponential function again. That is 3 exponential x. So that's for the answer for this, right? Okay, let's move on. Because I said I will break it down one by one. If you are watching me for the first time, my name is Tutokoko, and I am a physics, maths, chemistry tutor. All right, so if you find this video educative, I would like you to tap the share button, tap the follow button, so that anytime I drop a new video, you can get notification. All right, let's move on to the next one. If y is equal to in x, in x is called what? In x, have we? Now, anytime you are to differentiate in x, don't stress yourself. That is what? 1 over x. If I differentiate in x, the next is what? 1 over x. Now, for the question above, we have 3 over 4 ln what? X. So now if I differentiate, so now you leave this function like that. That's what? 3 over 4 multiplied by ln x is what? 1 over x, right? So you multiply 3 times 1, 3. 4 times x, that's what? 4x. So the answer to this one is what? 3 divided by 4x, because ln x is what? 1 over x. And finally, the last function in the question is cosine trigonometric function. So if y is equals to what? Cosine x. And I asked to find out the y dx. Take note, if I differentiate cosine of an angle, I will get what? Minus sine of that angle. Okay, what about if the question is differentiate what? And sine x. So sine x, if you differentiate it, you have what? Cos x. So take note of all these functions. You are going to come across them in any calculus question or examination. Right. So I've shown you how to solve all these on the board. So let's solve now. So in our solution, finally, I have what? The derivative of x, of y rather, is equal to, now let's solve this. This will be what? 4 multiply, I can use dot as multiplication. 4 multiplied by, I'll write that down, 3x to the power of 4, then I'll take away 1. Done. Minus 3 exponential x will still give us what? 3 exponential x. Okay, all right, plus this will give what? 3 divided by 4 into, when you differentiate, ln x is what? 1 over x. Then the last one, plus, all right, let's differentiate cos x, that is 2 multiplied by, cos x is what? Minus sine x, thank you, minus sine x. So let's fix in the final answer. 4 times 3, that's 12. X to the power of 4 minus 1 is what? 3. Minus 3 exponential x plus 3 times 1 is what? 3 divided by what? 4x. Now, plus times minus is what? Minus. Then 2 times sine x will give us what? 2 sine x. Do you know the next thing you want to do? No, this is the final answer. Yes, you are very, very correct. Thank you very much. If you want to join our physical class and our online class, you can DM me or drop in the comment section. I am interested. Thank you. I remain Stopoko.